Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday morning. It's showtime. Right on, right on. Look at this house. You guys are already stacking the deck in the comments, man. Digging all the faces this morning. Look, even got Tim in here early. But you're getting ahead of yourself, Huck. Slow it down, bro. All right. All right. Look, we're just talking movies and all kinds of good stuff. Get your questions and comments ready. You know how this goes. So, I just want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the morning mug. Hey everyone, welcome to the morning mug. Now let's chat. All right, there we go. I think I've already checked to see if my audio is working. Let's give it another listen here. Yep, sounds good. All right, and now the dog wants to come out of the bedroom. So, all right, if he becomes a ruckus, a muckus, I'll eject him to the bedroom. What's happening, y'all? Good morning. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Happy Blues Day Tuesday. It's everybody getting out and doing some shopping. Like bells are going off. Let's turn that shit off. Yeah, let's just see who's here all bright and early in the morning. Of course, Michael Hubbard. What's going on, man? Good morning. Adrian, hey there, Huckster. Dimension Scott, what's going on? Tim, of course. Howdy, everyone. So we got you early today, bud. Are you just happened to be driving around and could text real quick? That's pretty awesome. Good morning, everyone, says Holland. Hello there. He says, hope y'all are doing good this morning, Huck. You know we is spicy 4K action. Morning, Huck. Tim Chat. What's going on, man? I hope you're staying dry. I am not at all. It is pouring. Had to get the girls ready for work and school and, open the door, shoved them out in the rain. Have a good day. So such a good dad. All right. Planet Mondo. What's up, man? Says good morning to everyone. And then says, I'm entirely too excited for the Beau is Afraid that just dropped. Ari Aster A24 movie. Oh, yeah? Dang, I have not seen that one yet. There's all kinds of trailers dropping right now. Are you guys getting excited for some of these movies that are dropping? I feel like I got a bunch of trailer catching up to do, So we got to do it. I would love to do it on camera, like live, but all that IP and music that flow in from a trailer kind of kills you on the spot. So, oh yeah. So look, so check this out. It's still a work in progress, but keep your eyes open behind me. Alexa, turn on the movies. Oh, that jackhole. It's been working all week. Alexa, turn on the movies. There we go. Look at that, y'all. Installed some lights the other day, and you can just change colors. Alexa, make the movies white. Boom. Look at that. And it's looking a little super bright, but it's actually super nice. When you go there, like all the movies are nice and lit. But what do y'all think, man? That was my project yesterday. I knocked it all out in just a couple hours. I had to drill a little holes in the edges of the shelves so that those track lights can go down to the next shelf. But they work great. In fact, I'll even show you what I got right here. So the ones that I picked up that are working really well so far are the Govies. So I picked this one up here. It's the Govee Wi-Fi strip. And the entire thing, it downloads an app on your phone. And so literally, I just pull up the app on the phone and it has all these different, well, here, let's just see if I can show you. Because this is a fun thing. If you guys want to add lights to your accoutrement, there it is, the movies. And so I go to the Govee app and it loads the movies right here. I call it the movies because it's easy to start this stuff. And you can pick literally like the color palette. Let's see if I can. There we go. So you can see the color palette. And even stranger is if you pick a a theme. Look, it's already because I'm touching buttons. Here, I'll sort of take it out. There it is. So look at all the different themes you can do, y'all. Rain Aploff, you okay? I see his bag. Aw, I got a coworker asking if I'm okay. But yeah, all the settings you get, like sunrise, sunset, forest, rustling leaves, lightning. You guys want to see lightning? This could be an epileptic fit, so hang on there. Ready? Look at that. Lightning behind me. Well, take it easy there, Hook. So yeah, and then all kinds of settings. Just sky's the limit on this thing. It's really crazy. What's Ripple? And I'm just oh, look at that. First time I've done Ripple. But what I'm hoping to do, I need to call them out. I want to make sure, I want to cut the strand like right here so that the lights stop. I just want, because I know some of the cheaper ones you can cut. I need to make sure that on this particular strand, if I cut it, it doesn't kill the backwards portion of the strip. So right now it's just sort of hanging down there, all duct taped like a fool. Yeah. Alexa, make the movies white. There we go. Although that should be nice. Now let me know if that's too backlit and distracting. It does look a little too much, doesn't it, y'all? Doesn't it? A little bit. Let's see if we, morning, the sun. Let's try yellow. Alexa, make the movies yellow. See how that goes. I have my Alexa's turned to British now, so he's all sassy over there. Alexa, make the movies yellow. There we go. It's a little better. I don't know. So that's too distracting. You guys let me know. I'll just kick it off. But yeah, so I only did it in the rows behind me. I haven't done stuff over here and stuff like that. That's a little too daunting to do all of these shelves, especially since yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of work. Let's see. Here we go. Let's keep going. The Michael Blitzing's here saying good morning. Adrian says, hey, Gary, movie fan. Yo, Huck. Yo, Gary. Shove them out the door. Well, I gently patted them and hugged them and said goodbye, and then slammed the door in their asses on the way out. I did no such thing. You realize you had two girls come back and give me hell? No, I'm as sweet as can be in the morning. In fact, yours truly is Mr. Mom in the morning. I'm getting both of their lunches ready. I get the girl up, the daughter up. She takes about a half hour to get up. That's all right. But I'm making all the lunches, making sure everybody's all packed and good. I'm literally like Carol from the Brady Bunch holding the sack lunch. Have a good day. Thanks, Dad. Hey. And then, yeah, like they slap me. They might want to, but, looks awesome. Thanks, man. That's nice. Yeah. All right. It's, yeah, I just wanted to jazz them up. And when you go to look at the movies, like to find stuff, boy, it's just, like you can really see them. It's like, Joe, Huck, their lights. I know, you know what I'm saying? Very cool lights. Thank you. Too bad you can't say, yeah. I know, right? I don't want to say that because then it'll start arguing with me in British talk. Why would you like to stop the rain? It rains in England all the time. And I'm like, so now the device is actually from England? Nice. Huck Mania's running wild on Blues Day. You got it, Robzilla. In fact, Huckamania, that like button, y'all. I like that the first 6 of you were in here and you had already hit 6 likes. So my thanks to the 6 and 6 right out of the gate before we even started. We're at 9 right now. Come on, you guys. You're here for the show. Slap that thumb. Good morning, Huck and Fine Charles. What is going on? Killer content. Good to see you here. I feel like, unless I do have COVID brain, but I think this is your first time here. Scaps, you need a lighted blockbuster. Oh, yeah, there's a thing right up there that says Hollywood. See, the lights go all the way up, y'all. So you can see there's my Ghostbusters up there, Evil Dead. Hey, I'm giving you guys a nice little shot of everything up there. So you can tell I took it to the top. And the shelves have a little lip on them that drop down, which is nice because that's where I hid the lights behind the lip. So you don't see the lights except on the very top. There's no lip. So I'm thinking about just getting a board that goes along the top in front of the lights. So you don't actually see them up there. It just sort of illuminates the shelves. That would be the way to go. It'll brighten me up when I go down. But yeah, I'd love a lighted blockbuster sign. Scaps, if you see one or you know where to get one, send me a link. My Killer Podcast. What's up, everyone? Girlfriend. If you guys have not seen over on Mel's channel, bless you, woman. She did a full tour of her new room. Oh, so jelly, to quote the kids today. Am I using that right? Uh, And man, like she created a whole new room, like fixed it all up, and that's going to become her new movie room and podcast room and YouTube room and all that good stuff. And I think it's looking fantastic, Mel. I know exactly what you're saying, though. I have the same sort of OCD, like those shelves need to stay together. But for now, the little bit of shelf you can see behind you is kind of nice. Like it's for if it is temporary, it's a nice little temporary thing to see behind you. Or if it's permanent, it still looks good. But yeah, I mean, good luck with that room. That's the whole part of getting a new room. I wish I had spare space. Like I can't go anywhere but right here, which is totally frustrating because I'm always telling my wife, did you see Mel's new video? I want to do that. She's like, with what room? I'm like, I know. We already have we only have 3 rooms and it's a pretty small house. And she has the office right now, which is actually cluttered with stuff too. It's not even like a super nice office. But yeah, go check out Mel's video. It is super duper. Hey there, Mel. How are you? Dimension's like, hey, Mel. Oh, look, everybody's just lighting up when Mel's in the house. Oh, look at him go. Yo, Adrian, Robzella. My goodness. Look at you just bringing the love in, Mel. Dimensions. What camera am I using? I'm using the Logitech. It's like a Logitech. It's HD 1080, but I don't know the spec number. I'll have to hit me over on Instagram because I'll completely forget to go tell you. And I'll shoot you that info, but it is the Logitech. It's funny because when I first used it, it looked very pixelated. As soon as I turned it on, I'm like, suck. Why is everyone raving about this camera? And then sometimes I noticed you need to sort of reset your system or at least relaunch the internet and it'll clear it up. Because when I first plugged it in, I was already on StreamYard and I plugged it in. And when I came on, it was pixely. I was like, I would totally return the camera, full on return. And then based on my buddy, Alan Jackson, shout out. What up, Mick? He said, no, I'm using the same one for your trivia night. I'm like, well, you look fantastic. And your camera's nice too. See what I did there? And so I went out and bought it again and it looks great. So yeah, snag you some of that Logitech goodness. Tim says, Mel, your video was fantastic. Yep, I had a smile when she was doing posters. Yeah, Tim, I know you love posters. That's the thing too, man. I also have so many movie posters. Like before, way back in the game and in the day, I was a big movie poster collector because, when I was a single little huck and had money to burn because all I had was like an apartment to rent with a roommate, I would spend like a lot of money on original posters. I actually have original Star Wars Empire Jedi. I mean, tons of like pricey posters and then just in general, just a ton of great posters and have zero movie poster wall space, except for the one I've shown off over there, which is my Rocky poster signed by Stallone. So I literally only have room for one movie poster here. I have one movie poster in the office, but my wife works out of there. So, and it's the Avengers. When that first came out, that was a dream poster. To see that poster, it's double-sided, freaking beautiful. So that's fantastic. So, but that's kind of it. I can't just, wallpaper the house with my post. Like when I was young and my buddy Jeff, shout out Jeff, what's up, bud? He was my first roommate. And he loves movies too. Our apartment was nothing but movie posters. Nothing. And I had those cardboards with the bags. So all my posters went into those bags and boards. And they're all in tubes now because those things take up so much space. But I mean, we had a upstairs, it was like a condo, but a 2-story apartment. And even going up the stairs were movie posters all the way up. It was a Harrison Ford row, actually. So it was like Indie, Witness, Star Wars, all this kind of cool stuff. So yeah, man, I love those posters. If I could just, oh, thanks. Like, it, man. It was so nice. It was really good. You could tell by the way I was gushing in your comments. So jelly. Mel's room's looking good. Yes, it is. I knew you like that part, Tim. Meg, love Meg. Mel. Although I do like that, like Meg might be in there with you from Family Guy. Meg. Impressive work on the new room. Everybody's just gushing about your room, Mel. Look, I know you said, let me read Spicy 4K's thing first. Has anyone seen the trailer for? I have not seen 65 yet. And then Mel says, thank you, everyone. It was hard work. And that's what I was going to address right there. So I will tell you, look, as an editor, Mel, I applaud you. Like when you say the room tour is going to take a lot of work, I promise you it has to be less work than what you did with that. You covered that exhaustively, and I use that in the best way, because you were setting up camera, getting your shot of taking the shelves out, sitting down, piling movies up, taking movies down, like that, all of that work, making sure it's all set up. Because I know what, some people just watch it and they don't see behind it. But as an editor, when I watch things, unfortunately, I see them from all angles. I guess fortunate and unfortunate, because sometimes I'm too impressed with everything I'm looking at. I'm like, oh, look what Mel did there. Oh, nice. Like, because I'm thinking of it as a spec thing. So yeah, so doing a room tour, I feel like if it's all set, showing it off would be less work than what you've just done. That was a monumental task, and I applaud you greatly. Merha is here. Hello, Huck. Hey, all. Great to see you here as always. Yeah, Cinema Geek. Good morning, Huck. Have you seen a YouTuber who goes by Cinema Sickness on YouTube? He's one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. In fact, I have seen him. Dave is his name. Talk about room tours. So Mel, it's funny. As soon as I finished watching yours, Cinema Sickness updated his like basement theater. Tony, you should even check it out. Tony from Basement Blues, if you're watching. So Cinema Sickness has a huge basement. And so it's like Tony's. See how, Tony's got everything along the walls. But then imagine if all that empty space, Tony had aisles right in there like that. Or just like a real store had aisles. That's what this guy has, because he's got tens of thousands of movies. So if you want to check out just an unbelievable, huge room tour, go check out Cinema Sickness, Dave. It's a pretty recent post, so you should be able to see it easily. And I just love seeing all those kind of things, seeing people's room tours, or if they have a big VHS and they've turned it into kind of a VHS blockbuster type place. That's always fun to see too. Hang on, let's see. I got to do a little tech thing here because my heater is cranking, y'all. So, God bless the Nest. You can turn it off right here, and it's done. So, yeah, so check that out. I mean, check out anybody's tours. Tim's got some amazing tours that he's done with all of his different rooms. I mean, I just love them. They're just so fun. All right, where to leave off? Hang on, there it is. Okay, hey, Mirha. Look at that, showing some love over there. Retribution 0. At least you have your room in order, Mel. New house, new room at 7 months later. Only passable for us now. Now for us, it still looks like we moved in to our pod room. Yeah, really? The pod? Dude, I used pod twice. Yeah. Imagine living in a pod. I could, yeah. Sorry, Mel. Hey, Holland. The dusting of the collection is a killer. I know. What you do is if you're coming out of the old carpet, you just accidentally turn the movies over and you wipe them through the carpet, turn them over, dusted. See how I roll? And then you vacuum afterwards. So, it's not like the dust is going to hang there. Just don't forget, or the dust will hang there. LOL, Dave lives in my town. Oh, yeah? You got Dave in your town? I've done some thrifting videos with him on his channel. No way. Dude, that's pretty cool. You should tell us a title or two of some of the ones. Yeah, because I'd love to go check that out. Which planet? That'd be awesome. In fact, I've probably, not knowing your planet Mondo, I've probably seen you and not realized it. What's up, my Pure Hangouts here? Been a minute. Indeed it has, sir. Speaking of Pure Hangout, I'm going to give you guys a quick, hang on, let's see. No worries, my guy. All right, so before I continue along this fantastic path, let me give a quick shout out. It's a busy week, y'all, and I am happy to share with you what's coming up. So, starting tonight, I had to make sure I got the order right. So here we go. Let's see if my gizmo's working. Nope. Here we go. All right, so tonight, go check out Mega Mike the Movie Man. Look at that. It's got this fresh graphic, little blockbuster. There's going to be a huge show tonight with a bunch of us just talking about 2023 or 2020. I don't know. Let's go check it out. It's going to be awesome. Then we're talking about our favorite upcoming stuff. Literally, I'm starting to blend all these things. No, I think it's a recap of the, oh my God, I can't remember. Because the next night is Mid-Level Media on Wednesday night. We're doing a big old round table talking about what we picked up in December, but then also what we're most excited. I don't know. Just go look. Like, I think I'm literally mixing everybody's stuff up. The one thing I won't mix up is on Thursday night on Derek's channel, Convicted Cinephile, we are going to do another one of his tournament bracket things where we go through all the movies of the 90s that didn't win the Academy Award and see which one, which ones should have won, inevitably coming to an all-time winner of the 90s. So yeah, so it's loaded. It's sorry guys, I like literally Swiss cheese. Like I feel like I've been on so many shows lately, which is nice. I'm blessed, y'all. So I genuinely am so happy to be invited to all these shows. I got one that I keep trying to like plan one, and then I keep getting calls go, hey, let's do a show. I'm like, well, shit, I was going to try to get people on Thursday. So I don't know. Maybe I'll even shoot for Saturday. You guys be down with a Saturday night show with the Huckster, the cafe latte at late. What the hell are you talking about, Huck? Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking about maybe Saturday. So if people are free Saturday and want to come around Saturday, I have a plan. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. A big Saturday show. So lots of good stuff going on right there with some amazing people, great guests, and just so happy to be part of this community and, doing these shows this week. They're going to be so much fun. Cinema Sickness and another YouTuber who goes by Davida Koa inspired me to make videos and collect physical media. Nice. Yeah, Cinema Sickness. He's one of the early guys I used to watch as well. Cinema Sickness Basement is sick. Yeah, have you seen it? I guess you've seen it since you said that. It is sick, man. Like, oh yeah, like it's so funny because we all sort of see the different levels that we could be. Like, I have nothing. Mel, you got this nice new, albeit small room, but it sure is nice. And then you got Tony's room, and then you got Cinema Sickness room, and then there's some that are probably even bigger than him, and just the variety of showcases is phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. What up, chats? And by the way, Pure Hangout is going to be on one of those with me. And it's funny because I don't see a lot of thumbnails up on those things yet. So which one is it, Pure Hangout? You tell me. I think, are you on Mega Mics tonight, or is it the Convicted Cinephile? Yeah, when you just riff and you can't, they all blend together. Platinum says, if you search his Funko video hauls, you'll find him touring my basement. Oh, he brought a bunch of Funkos in 2020. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember he bought, and then he sold them all. Right? That was one of the big purges he did, was a lot of his Funkos, if I recall correctly. That James Cameron live was great. Yes, it was, man. That was awesome. Ken, what's up, everyone? And Huckster. Oh, Ken, I had such... I was so sad to hear you weren't feeling well, and thought of that thing late. I hit Ken up saying, hey, man, like on The Daily Show, occasionally, Jon Stewart. That's right, Ken. I'm going to connect you to elude you to the Jon Stewart of this. Sometimes Jon Stewart would take a break, and then like Ed Helms or, Stephen Colbert or Trevor Noah would fill in. Yeah, I was going to see if I could fill in for Ken, but it was just, those things are such a beast to put up. But that would have been fun, man. If you ever can't be around, or you're feeling ill, hit me up, man. I would love to just try. And it would all be dedicated to you. There'd be zero like originality on my part. It's like doing The Daily Show. You're my Daily Show, Ken. Monday night, you're my Daily Show. So if I can ever Stephen Colbert you, by cracky, I'm right here. Hey, Kenneth. Hey there, Kenny Levels. Look, here comes the Kenny Level of, hey. I would like to be part of your Saturday video. Just let me know, please, what it is. All right. Well, hang on, because it's a certain thing. So I'll let you know if the others don't reach out. Hey there, Dimension. Cool. LO, he did. He got rid of him. I know, right? Were you heartbroken? Did he give you like first crack though? Like, hey, do you want these back? You know, like, hell no. I don't need them back in my house. Hey there, Adrian. It's the Derek Show, huh? Yeah, okay. Like I'm reading and like, it's the Derek Show. Yeah. Nice. Mirha says, anyone seen the new Danish Dutch movie See No Evil? Curious as to what people think. Saw it last night. Ooh, I have not seen that. See No Evil sounds cool though. Or is it Speak No Evil? Oh, Speak No Evil. Oh, I think I've seen the poster for that, but I've not seen the trailer. You guys seen it? Colin says, nope, not yet, but it's on the list. Planet says, I know I'm over Funkos. Never again will I collect. I'm sticking to Blu-rays and 4Ks. Dude, I know what it's like. I still have some. Like, I actually went to the Funko store a couple of nights ago because we were out watching a Broadway play. We saw Mean Girls, you guys, and it was so good. Let me know what you think. It was super entertaining. Yeah, we brought the whole family. It was us and another family. So 2 sets of parents and our kids. And it was just awesome. It was really cool. Let me put up my morning mug tag for you guys. Yeah. So if you ever get a chance to see Mean Girls, if it's in your area, I highly recommend it. It was very entertaining and very like it moves. It's got a lot of energy and spirit, like the movie. And Tina Fey did both. Like she wrote the movie, but then she also got with her husband and had a songwriter, and they all collabed together to do the play. And they did such a stupendous job. What do I want to show you before I jump back to the chats? Let's see. How about this? So we'll go to some new releases in this. Oh, you know what? Let's do it now because I know some of you might be heading out to do some hunting today. Hopefully I'll get out as well. So, well, by golly, let's just show you what you can go get. So here we are. The week of, the 9th through the 15th. Here we go. Let's expand this out so we can see all the goodies. I think I double clicked on that one. Yeah. Whoopsie. Poker face. So yeah. This thing, if you don't, you got to do it real slow because it's about to load. Oh, I did it again. Right? Okay. So Groundhog Day is coming out on 4K, along with some Dragons Forever, a little Jackie Chan action. What is this thing? Rancho Notorious, Imitation of Life with Claudette Colbert. Let's see what else looks familiar. What is that? She Said it's coming out. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Piggy, whatever that is, looks like a horror movie. Not a ton of like huge titles. Poker Face. Yeah. So yeah, it's not a slamming day. Are you guys any of these you guys heading out for? I could see maybe like I guess Groundhog Day and Jackie Chan are kind of well placed here in the spots 1 and 2 because I feel like those are really kind of the big draws for today. So yeah, it's going nice on our wallets today is all I'm saying. I feel like if there's things you missed out on, you can, pick up on those instead. So yeah, man, here, I love me some Jackie Chan. Let's take a look at this one. Dragons Forever. I also feel like something like Dragons Forever just never appears in the stores. Like I seriously doubt for any reason I'm going to see Dragons Forever. It's like 1 movie, 3 cuts. That's awesome. 94 minutes. Oh, who is that? Oh, I see him in the middle. That's Sammo Hung, baby. I know me some Sammo Hung. Let's check him out. Look at that art. Wow. Oh, this dude is hilarious. If you guys haven't seen, I do not know his name, but this guy is so good. Oh, all these dudes. And I recognize him. I keep wanting to say it's Sonny Chiba, but I'm not sure if I'm getting that right. But there's Sammo Hung. He's awesome. Surprised we're not seeing Michelle Yeoh down here as well. But wow, that's a stacked cast. Love that. So yeah, any other Jackie Chan, Hong Kong cinema fans out there? I know Movies with Ryan is a big fan too. So if you're watching this on replay, Ryan, are you picking that up? Just curious. So yeah, you guys gotta let me know if you're wanting to get any of that stuff. It's not a huge day for show. Merha says, okay, let me know what you think. And then R&D is here, says, good morning, everyone. Good to see you, buddy. Speak No Evil's all right. Brutal ending. Oof. Brutal ending, huh? Michael says, did you see Evil Dead Rise trailer? No. See, I got to do some trailer catching up in. Maybe I'll just do that after the stream. I'll just pop them on and go crazy. I know there's a new Ant-Man 3 trailer. I'm sort of not, because I'm already an Ant-Man fan. I may have said this in some previous shows. I'm a big Ant-Man fan. I love Paul Rudd, his character Scott Lang. I'm so happy that that we have Evangeline Lilly as the Wasp. I think she's wonderful. I adored her on Lost. So needless to say, when the second movie came around, I got to see the Wasp, because growing up, Avengers was one of my excuse me, favorite comics, if not the favorite. Between that and Justice League were my two favorites, because as money got tighter, I sort of stuck with the big team books, because then I got, you know, more hero for my buck, as it were. And I always loved the Wasp, you know. It was Janet Van Dyne, though, in the comics when I read it. So I am pumped, and I'm just ready, because this one looks way more epic than any of the other Ant-Man. It looks like an Avengers style thing. So it's so close to the movie that sometimes I like to pull back on the trailers, because I already love the movies and the Ant-Man series, and I'm ready to go. So I'm going to just sit back and not like see any more of the movie. But I'm taking it that it looks fantastic, right? Because I am excited for it, for sure. Mean Girls in the theater sounds interesting. It was great. Yeah, and the girls were so good. Oh my God. So the one playing, okay, so you had the fetch girl, you had Regina, and then the one that was played by, oh my God, the one from Hairspray. The girl playing that character, can't remember characters' names. She was hilarious. She was sort of the dumb one, like the dumb blonde, literally the dumb blonde. She calls herself out as that in the play. She was so good, so hilarious. Mara says the hard copy blues. Yeah, I'm still kind of what the F. Mondo, are you better now? Good one day Vinegar Syndrome stream, by the way. Oh, he did get Vinegar. Yeah. Vinegar Syndrome. Has anybody picked up a bunch of Vinegar Syndrome stuff? I just feel like Vinegar Syndrome, like what I love about this community is it's stacked with horror fans. So a lot of you horror fans are excited to death about Vinegar Syndrome, but a lot of the horror they have is like super deep cut horror. So a lot of what they carry isn't really my jam, but I do love hitting it up and seeing what's there. Wow, Cowboy Bebop anime is on sale now, I hope. Oh, get a chance from anime collection. Yeah. How big is your anime dimension? Is it massive? I have 0 anime. Although what's funny is I used to watch anime back in the VHS days. So I would just go to the video store, and I'd at least one rental of, you know, if I had multiples, would be an anime. And my daughter's huge in anime. She loves anime. She even dressed up as an anime characters a lot. In fact, I have to go, huh, who are you? And then she'll call it up on her phone. I'm like, oh my God, you look just like it. So yeah, there's still anime floating around, but I remember the day when I was big in anime. I loved the original Ghost in the Shell. That was fantastic, which I'm sure you've seen. Got to get the Friday the 13th final chapter Steelbook. You getting it? You getting the Steelbook? Steelbooks, man. Steelbooks, you can get so carried away with those things. Another Friday the 13th release. So many editions of these films. I know. So I got, all right, so what's everybody's take, right? Oh, sorry. I just realized I still have... Hang on. I just realized I still have Hollywood Huck up here from the other night. Here we go. That's funny. So yeah, Friday the 13th, it came out, you know, I've got the big box set. It's also on, you know, the original's on Steelbook. Are you guys like double, triple dipping and getting those Steelbooks for those? Because I have to be selective when I do that sort of multi-dipping. Like I love getting the Raiders, Indiana Jones, those 4 Steelbooks, because they're some of my favorite movies. And yes, I have the set as well, but those are a must. When Rocky rolls around, that's going to be I got to think about that, because Paramount at least released the indie stuff at 25 or less. In fact, for whatever reason, Temple of Doom, I'm sorry, The Last Crusade was $15 when it dropped. 15. So that, to me, offset all of the other ones to about 21 bucks each. Perfect. But $30 each for the Rocky ones? Woo, man. That, I don't know. What do you guys think? The Rocky ones, that's a steep cut, because it's 120 bucks if you want to go out and get Rockies 1 through 4 on Steelbook. 120 all in one day. Now, the thing is, they're not dropping them all in one day. They are going to space them out a week apart. So then you can just think, okay, it's 30 bucks out of my paycheck per week. And that's a little bit easier to digest. So with that, is 30 bucks still too much? Because in the end, you're still spending 120 on 4 movies in 1 month. Plus, you're not getting the other 2. See, this is my worry. I held out for indie, ended up getting the 4K nice set at 40 something, so that paid off. Got the steel books that I wanted, so I didn't have to get the crappy white ones, so that paid off waiting. And Star Trek, you guys know I'm a Star Trek fan, came out with that ridiculous 4-movie set. I'm like, I'm sorry, the original cast did 6 movies. I don't really count the 7th one because, you know, Kirk and them, they just sort of cameo in the Next Generations movie, but definitely 1 through 6 is the original cast. Why are we doing 4? So I held off on that. Sure enough, 6 months later, they released all 6 individually, which I love. So I feel like I want to wait on Rocky. I just do. I feel like I was rewarded waiting on all those other things. And what happens if Rocky, they do 5 and 6 eventually, but for whatever reason, they don't match the Steelbook of the other 4, or because, you know, I know there's a box set that's got the 4 in it. That's weird for me. That is just weird. So I'm going to buy that. You just know, my friends, that people are going to buy all these. They're going to be like, yep, people want Rocky. Now let's get them. And then in the summer, or maybe around September, we're going to get the all-inclusive Rocky set. Every other time we've gotten a full Rocky set. I have both of them. I have both full Rocky sets up on the shelf right there. Right there. I got them all. So I'm not really down with going. I don't know. I feel like everyone's going to get it and it's going to be great. And I'm going to miss posting it on my channel because I don't have it. But then 6 months from now, we're going to get the full set. We're just gonna. It's like Lord of the Rings. You know, at least back in the day, when Peter was releasing the DVDs right away and then the Blu-rays, he said, you know, or even whatever the distributors would say, all right, these are coming out, but in September or November, whatever, where the mega sets are going to come out. They would pre-announce that. So you wouldn't, if you bought the other ones, that's on you, but they would let you know. And I feel like they've stopped letting us know. So that's what I loved about Lord of the Rings. I'm like, oh, cool. You know what? You know, a lot of the fans of Justin movies are going to get these, but those who want all the stuff like me, we're going to wait. And I waited and we got all the stuff. You guys with me? You waiting? You're going to wait on Rocky? Or are you going to you're going to give in and go, I got to get it, Huck. I can't wait. I know everybody's going to get them, but what will you give your wife for? I can't tell. She watches my show. It'll be something sweet though. We've already said just, you know, we always go crazy for like Christmas and birthdays and all that. But, and even like Father's Day, Mother's Day, we get a little extra stuff. But for Valentine's Day, we don't turn that into a big Christmas Day kind of thing. It's like 1 or 2 cool gifts each. That's it. And you just got to go with that. And you know me, what's my gift going to be? Box set, movies. It won't be Rocky. No, come on now. Because see, that's the thing. If I tell her to get Rocky, she'll get Rocky, but I don't want to get that. Got that Dragons Forever pre-ordered. Noise. So you should be, I mean, it should be coming in today, right? Look, it's only 30 bucks. 30 bucks. That's tempting. 4K. Jackie Chan, #1 in 90s Hong Kong cinema is great. Yes, I love that stuff, man. See, I was bigger into that than even anime. Like, I was like a kung fu nut, man. I just love that Hong Kong stuff. And Jackie's the best, man, because Jackie believes in showing you the stunt, not fast cuts, close-ups of fist punching. And I mean, that to me is just lazy. You're basically insulting the stuntmen who choreograph a beautiful fight by punching into their fight, no pun intended, so that you can't see the fight. Oh my God. Like if I was a stuntman, I'd be like, what the hell? What? It's like, don't hire me next time. That's why I also love the John Wick movies. John Wick pulls back so you can see what Keanu's up to. You know, yeah, there'll be occasional close-ups, I guess, but for the most part, they stick with that sort of traditional Hong Kong. Let's let you see what's going on, because then if you pull it off, it's that much sweeter. Mwah! Excelsior, am I right? Come on. A good fight scene, there's nothing greater than a great choreographed fight scene. Guns and explosions are great, but give me 2 fists and a foot to the crotch any day of the week. Hallelujah. I'll take that. Just getting dragons forever. Yeah, see, to me, that's like Groundhog Day on 4K. Nah, I got the Blu-ray. I'm fine. Certainly not brand new at $30 or whatever. If that ever hits like a, I don't know, super deal, you know, Amazon Prime Day rolls around, it's $10. They usually don't get too much lower than 10, but maybe then, but no rush for me. When it comes to comedies, I don't know. I have this sort of thing where if it's like sci-fi, big action kind of stuff, I want to see that pristine, beautiful image. But when it's a comedy, I tend to be okay with Blu-ray. Anybody else like that? Like Blu-ray comedies, I'm good to go. I did upgrade Elf to 4K, which looked beautiful, but it was $10. See, that's my sweet spot. I don't have to win. We both just have to lose. Scott Lang. And still, yes. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be so good. Have you performed in the theater? Yes, I have. Can you tell? Was that over the top? I can never tell. To quote the great Jim Carrey. Yes, I have. I've done theater for a long time. All in the 90s. I was all a theater boy. Did some directing and acting and all kinds of fun stuff, man. Theater is such a good time. It's still amongst my favorite memories of all time. In fact, I even got my SAG card, so I'm a SAG actor. So come January 18th, when they announce the SAG Awards, I will be able to start plowing through tons of movies because I get a link, you know, using my SAG card, and I get to watch all those movies. Last year, I was so blessed to be nominated to the nominating committee, or I should say selected to the nominating committee. And I was getting movies as early as November. And so me and my wife, we did it, man. I'll tell you, by God, we plowed through, I don't know, 30, 40 movies. We did a great job so that when it came time to vote, I was very well dialed in, and most everything I voted for made it. So there may have been a couple of things I voted for out of, you know, pure, like, I just love this person. I want this person to be nominated, and then they didn't get in. But that was not a big list. So yeah, there you go. And it's the SAG Awards. So they have two. They have a TV category and a movie category. And I was selected for the movie category, which was nice. Just Sidekick so far. Yes, that's what I'm saying, is like when I see what pops out, Sidekick's got everybody super excited, you know, little Jonathan Brandis, Chuck Norris. And then, I mean, I've seen From Beyond, and like, I want to get excited that From Beyond is coming out, but I just don't remember it being that great. And they charge, Vinegar Syndrome is a pricey site. So if you want that From Beyond, $32.99, whatever it is right now, add the shipping and the tax, you're $40 for a movie. I don't know. I feel like I need to see it again. I mean, to dig it up or something, watch it again and go, yeah. Because I did a lot of that last year. I bought stuff sight unseen, and I'm not a big blind buyer, but I picked up stuff like The Stuff, because everybody talks about The Stuff, and that was fun. I didn't mind Stuff, you know. And what was it? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I thought of that because I saw Fans of Something coming up next. And I'd never seen that before. That was fun. Got to watch along on these guys' channel. Hook! New work schedule, being able to actually watch these, like, no way. Excellent, man. I've been digging your channel. I loved your little sort of reflection video with Bob Saget. That was super sweet, man. I meant to leave you a comment, but I have not yet, because I want to chat with my wife to get more in on it. But she worked at the Laugh Factory for a very short while. And Bob Saget was one of the comedians that often came in there. And I'm telling you, my friend, she has equally glowing things to say. He said he was so kind, funny, very off color. But yeah, she was very kind towards Bob Saget and his kindness towards her, and just all the waitresses there. He really pointed them out all the time, and such a solid dude, man. So when I saw that, I instantly thought of that. So welcome. Glad to have you live, man. Mirha says, I watched anime with my son, but now that he's studying Japanese, he wants to watch it without subtitles. That's smart. Nope. Which anime does your daughter like? I couldn't tell you. Like, what does she like? Could I even, it's things I don't know the names of. Like, it's not like in my day, it was like Fist of the North Star and, you know, Ghost in the Shell. And now the things are just, they're all new. I know she likes anime books too. There's the toilet humor one, which is very funny, and other stuff. Yeah. I wish I knew the name. I always learn the name just quick enough to order it for, and then I forget what it's called. So yeah. Eric Stone. Hey, Huck. Great video yesterday, but sorry they didn't have much. Yeah. You know, I'm sort of losing the love there, Eric. It's like, that's 2 weeks in a row. Super vacant. And it was a nice day. Like, I get it. That first day, it was January 1st. People were hungover. We had, I don't know, just, you know, it rained the night before. It just felt, or I felt like people thought it was going to rain. So nobody showed up. I'm like, okay, I'll wait till next week. But it wasn't even going to go, as you saw in the video. A thrift store that I go to was going to hit me up with a big lot that somebody was donating, but this person's canceled twice on their donation. So I feel like either they're ghosting them, they're just full of BS, and they keep looking at it and going, I can't let you go, man. I can't quit you, collection. And they won't give up the collection. So that's why I went late. But I also thought, oh, well, that gives people time to show up, because people are waiting, and you saw there was nobody there. It's all good though. It just means I get to save money for other movies. Hollywood Huck, running wild, brother. It's funny. That is alluding to something I'm working on. Hollywood Huck. Vinegar Syndrome 10 for 10 sale. I know. I took out mine and Gus's wallet. Yeah, did you? See, and dude, I looked at that, and it's not even really 10 for 10. It's 10 at 10. Like, because each movie, right, is $10. The 10 for 10 means, really, when you get down to it, it's 10 movies for $10. That's what 10 for 10 really means. Like, if I say, how much for all these movies? How much for these 5? And they go, 5 for 10. I'm like, 10 each? No, the person means it's 5 for 10. And I give them $10, and there's my deal. So yeah, but still $10 is on the Vinegar Syndrome site and titles. $10 for anything over there is a steal. So I'm curious what you got. I looked it over and I'm like, nah, there's nothing here I really need, even at $10. It's just those titles just aren't my jam. Are you a fan of the Rocky? Am I? Oh my goodness, Emmett. Let me tell you, it is probably one of my all-time favorite. It is one of my favorite all-time franchises. That's why I have the Rocky poster signed by Stallone, because when I saw that he was going to be at Bally's, he was promoting a health product. I just had to go meet him, because I've literally, love his story about it. Like, you can never do what Stallone did. A lot of the things, like Spielberg sneaking in on the Universal lot and setting up camp there, all these little things that the way some people came up into the ranks just can't be done like that anymore. And I just love Stallone's story, not only Rocky itself, but how it got made and how they didn't even want him. They wanted somebody else, like, Steve McQueen to play Rocky. And he's like, no, you're not going to have the thing without me. So yeah, and right back there, I got all the Rockies right there. I got here, I'll just show you. Let's see whoops, hang on. Let's see. So you tell me, Emmett, how's this for a fan? I got the Undisputed collection, which is fantastic. I got the Heavyweight collection. Virtually no real difference. And I even hold on to these special, like this great DVD set that's just, I mean, this thing is fantastic. It's got great bonus features on here. There's a thing on here where Stallone talks to himself as Rocky. It's like a split screen, and it's Rocky and Stallone talking. So that's banging. And I have somewhere, not there, he also autographed the front of Rocky 1 DVD. So yes, I'm a huge fan. That is why I do not want to buy all the Rockies now, because I'm a fan and I don't want to get hosed over by this distribution of only the first 4. And look, they're not going to go away. At the very worst, I pick them up 6 months later because I hear, oh, we're never going to get the other 2, which I doubt. Excuse me. I want to get Rocky 4 on 4K because it's supposed to have the Rocky versus Drago cut on it. Yeah, I know. I got to see that too. I have not seen the Rocky versus Drago cut, and I hear it's great. Morning, everyone. Hello, Movie Hunter. Greetings and salutations. Mayhouse says hello to you. And he says hello back. Look at that. I own 4 seasons of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I know she doesn't do Dragon Ball Z. Although there is a kid's show that was on Cartoon Network called OKKO, which is a very sort of vibey, sort of, anime looking kind of thing. And some movies, I have season 1 of One Punch Man, and I have Rosario Vampire series, and 2 copies of Ghost in the Shell and the Transformers movie. Wow, nice. Look at that. Get it on. It says, hey, Eric Stone says, how you feel about Rocky not being in the new Creed movie? Well, look, it's a bummer because you wouldn't have a Creed movie without Stallone. But look, I like the Creed movies. I do not like them as much as the Rocky movies. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but I don't know. Like, I'll still probably see Creed 3 at some point, but, I feel like Stallone's always done a good job of sort of wrapping his character up. And, I mean, so you're not really gonna, but that's okay. Look, at some point, Stallone's got to walk away anyway. It's a miracle that Creed came along as a franchise. I mean, really, it's like when I first heard, I'm like, oh, come on. And then I saw Creed. I'm like, dang, I'm still mad Stallone did not win the Academy Award for that movie. He was excellent. Yes, I know. Was it Rylance or Race Vance? I forget his name for Spies. I can't remember anything this morning. Something of Spies. Anyway, he beat Stallone. You guys correct me. What's his name? Vance Rylance? I don't know. Hey, Dimension. I'm having a brain spasm right now. Dimension. My son likes One Punch Man. Nice. You rarely hear a man ask for a kick in the crotch. No, they don't ask for it, but they get it. Right? Whoa! Take them down. Elf is personal to you, Huck, so no surprise about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's personal, but I just really like it. It's my favorite Christmas movie. My wife and I saw it in the theater when we were dating, and it's funny because I was laughing so much during it, surprisingly so, because I will say I don't even feel like I'm a big Will Ferrell fan, because I feel like his humor, it's either just hit or miss with me. That's it, because if it's in the middle, then it's not funny. Right? So it has to hit, right? All the time. Where I feel like for me, Carrie hits a lot more for me because I think his just comedy timing and his energy is something that I connect with. And Will, when he nails it, and I feel like this is just his ultimate nail, is Elf. In fact, from what I heard, is Carrie was supposed to be Elf, Buddy, the Elf. And he said, no, you know what though? You should give this to Will Ferrell. That's just what I hear. And if that is true, excellent. Good on you, Jim Carrey, for recommending Will Ferrell, and then good on Will for just crushing it. So yeah, after we saw it, I just felt like we looked at each other. I'm like, I think this might be my new favorite Christmas movie. She's like, me too. So yeah, I guess it does make it personal, doesn't it? What you talking about? Huh? I don't know. Wow, you're a lucky guy. You should add Dodo Sagman to your intro. Say, Sagman. Gotcha. I got to the Batman part at the end. But I know, right? Look, getting a SAG card is not easy. And I told my wife, even if I'm not being cast a lot anymore and I'm not working as an actor, all you gotta do is keep paying your dues per year, and you you'll never get rid of that SAG card. And I said, look, till I'm dirt in the earth, I'm going to keep that SAG card going, because that was a mission I had in life, was to become an actor, working actor, paid actor, get the SAG card, and then I'm good. And then that's when it all, after Chicken Boy, that was my peak. Yeah, whatever. In your area, is your area doing okay with the rain, Huck? Yeah, I hate seeing some California deals with the aftermath of the waves and heavy rain. Yeah, it is pretty horrendous over here right now. We don't get this much rain. So get this. So the rain is so bad. Like, I had to get new wipers on the car. Like, I got new tires, and they said, oh, your wipers sucked. I'm like, do they? So they put new wipers on, and then we went to San Francisco at the end of the year. That's why I was out that week. And it rained a lot when I was there and a lot when I was coming back. And the wipers started like bouncing off the windshield like this as I'm driving. I'm like, that thing's going to fly off of this car, and it lasted long enough to get there. So I took it in yesterday and said, guys, I took video while I was driving. If you want to see it, I'll prove it to you. This thing is faulty. They go, no, we'll put a new one on. So the guy pops a new one on. And by the way, it's raining outside. So he pops it on. So what better way to test it? So he snaps it on. You're good to go, man. You'll be fine. I get maybe 2 miles from this place, and it snaps off while I'm driving, while it's clearing my vision. And I'm like, oh my God. Now I quickly turn it off, and it traps it literally was about to fly off my car. Like, roll the window down and catch it. So it pins the wiper down so I don't lose it. As I come to the next light, I jump out in the rain, pull it off the windshield, keep it in the car with me. And then, ready for this? Then I turn them back on. So there's just the rod going with nothing on it. Luckily, it was not scratching the glass. It was just the rod, which is kind of funny. So I had to lean over to the driver's side and look out what little clear spot it was wiping towards the center of the glass, just to get back and give them hell and say, now I want you to refund both wipers. And they did. They refunded me because I said, look, if I got in an accident, which I almost did when it stopped working, I said, this whole thing would have come in your lap. And the guy went, okay, that's $43 back to your account. Thank you. Here's 2 free ones just so you can get to AutoZone and buy better ones. So customer service, man. Well done, American Tires. Long story about almost dying in a car crash. Yeah, yesterday was a weird day for me, and I can only assume it's due to it being Bob's 1 year. Yeah, his passing is the hardest celebrity death for me, so I'm live 3 times total and loved him. Yeah, he's such a great performer, man. Such a shock. Sometimes that when they happen, it's a shock. You don't see it coming. Enjoyed the live stream last night. Yeah, fans of something. Appreciate that. Spice 4K says, hey, Ed. Adrian, Gary says that you need to customize all your Rocky sets. Do I? Yeah, I know. Oh, there it is. Thanks. Bridge of Spies. I knew. See, Michael, I knew you have your encyclopedia brain. I knew you'd remember. At least it had Spies in there somewhere. I forget if I had Bridge in there or not. Stallone was robbed of that Oscar in Creed. Damn right he was. I have to say, though, Mark Rylance was incredible. Yeah, I know he was. Best part of the movie, and acts circles around someone as great as Tom Hanks. I know. But, it's also like sometimes the Academy gives people something because it's a long time coming. Let's face it. Both Al Pacino and Paul Newman got their Oscar for not their best performances. Like, Color of Money was great. I actually watched it last year. Was still riveted by just watching the acting between him and Cruise is fantastic. Those two guys just chew up the scene. It's great. But he's also been great in The Verdict and Absence of Malice and, Cool Hand Luke, all this cool stuff. But he wins for that. And then, Scent of a Woman with Al Pacino, but he didn't get it for Godfather and all these other great, So Stallone, to me, this was sort of that chance that it was an amazing, a good enough performance. I'm not saying it was a phone it in and not worthy. It was it was worthy enough to finally go ahead and just say, this is for everything you've given cinema here. But that's cool. Mark Rylance. Congrats. I've not seen Bridge of Spies yet. I need to get on that. Tony's Movies and More's here. Hey, Huck, just stopped by on a break. Say hi. Hello, Tony. By the time I got to you, probably went back off your break. But if you're still there, buddy, thank you for popping in. R&D, it's an overall solid movie, but Rylance is the best part of it. And I guess that's why he won, right, Tim? Because, I mean, if somebody's just that good, because I don't think it got much else regarding awards that year. But there you go. Hey there, Tony. Mira says, I wanted to pursue acting too, but was too chicken to even try to get to theater school. Without that, you can't get anywhere here in Finland. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you got to get to that theater school because that's where it all starts, man. It's all about classes and theater and doing plays. And I did improv and stand-up out here, everything to kind of, hone my craft, my instrument, as they call it, make sure your instrument is in perfect working order. And I worked the hell out of that thing. Oh, snap, he says. Fan of Full House, Huck? I enjoyed Full House. I'm a little older than you guys, so it was sort of past the, it wasn't quite like Family Tie. Like to me, Family Ties, Friends, Cosby Show, all that stuff. And then I don't know, 20s, 30s. I forget when is that Full House. Anyway, but I have seen a lot of Full House and I always enjoyed it. It was funny. The cast had really great chemistry together. So it's not something like I have in my TV collection over here because it doesn't quite connect with me on that level. But yeah, I was always, whenever I popped it on, I liked it. No denying how great Stallone was. Wouldn't have minded an award for him, just saying at least he lost to another credit. Yeah, look, I always say, if you're going to lose to somebody, they better be great. You know what I mean? And that's, I guess that's an acceptable loss. We'll let it go, right? Newman should have gotten the Oscar for The Verdict, not Color of Money. Yes. I mean, I'm still glad that he got it. Let's put it this way. He had lost so many times, he didn't even show up. Right? He won it via video. Thanks, guys, that kind of thing. Talking up a storm, yo. Yeah, because every time he's been nominated, he lost. So he's like, I'm done with that. Oh, wait, by the way, you're going to win this time? You're still going to have to do it via video. I've done approximately 45 live stage plays in my acting career. Dang, Gary! That is phenomenal. I haven't kept count, but yeah. I don't think it's quite 45, but that is impressive. That's a really impressive number. What's your biggest one? The one I think I've talked about on here before is I did Taming of the Shrew, and for some ungodly reason I got the lead of Petruchio, and I don't even call myself a Shakespeare fan, but by the time I was done, I totally got everything I was saying, which is very important. And it was one of my best reviewed performances of my stage career. I'm already losing my voice today, y'all. Mara says, I've studied acting and taken several courses and acted in amateur theaters for years. But you have to get into a specific university to really get a career in acting here. Oh, is that it? Oh, man. So Finland, like, you got to go through certain channels to really get into that world. Well, could you still? Have you just sort of lost the bug? Is it out of your system? Because for me, it's still never out of my system ever. That's why when I started watching people doing stuff on YouTube, I'm like, I got to get in there. How I didn't do this earlier, I don't know. I think because I didn't come across this type of community until later. I was just always watching, whatever, funny stuff and, fail videos and, fake trailers and stuff like that. Just, really got into that and then just started stumbling across this kind of stuff. I'm like, dang, I could have been doing something like this for like 10 years. So yeah, I feel like if I would have been more observant of what was on YouTube, I'd have been doing this for a much longer time. All right, now before we bounce back to the chats, let's see what else happened. You guys like to cover movies and box office. Since I don't have my box office breakdown anymore, we have it right here. So here we go. Once again, if you guys have not gotten out to see it, look at this. Avatar: Way of Water made $45 million. It's like in its fourth week. And, that's an incredible number for week 4. So this thing has some massive staying power. It's at 517 mil, y'all. And Megan came in second. That's no surprise because I don't think this was still though, for a little horror movie that not many people, it's not a franchise horror, 30 million is really good. So has anybody seen Megan yet? I know some who have, but anyone in this chat seen Megan yet? Puss in Boots. Okay, so here's the thing about Puss in Boots. So apparently my daughter is hearing through the grapevine. She's like, Dad, everybody has seen Puss in Boots already. So like, we need to see Puss in Boots. I'm like, oh, everybody is everybody. All right, well, we better get on that wagon. I don't want to be not everybody. So yeah, so we got to see some Puss in Boots quickly. Yeah, because I think she feels like she's missing out on that. But wow, look at this. A Man Called Otto with Tom Hanks at number 4. Here, let's expand that for you. Here you go. Man Called Otto is not killing it at the box office, but you know what? It's not in major release yet. It's only got 637 screens, but it is climbing up, like its percentage is up. I wonder why that's not a bigger release. It's Columbia Pictures. Huh. But Wakanda Forever is still doing, a little bit of box office. It's starting to dwindle down. It's not going to come anywhere near its predecessor, which was 700 million. So yeah, I think it's going to definitely peter out, maybe like 570 or 475, something like that. Whitney Houston's movie. I don't know. I haven't heard anyone talking about that one, but The Whale. This is the one that's getting lots of buzz. The Whale. Oh, look, you got Babylon. Not a lot of, like, there's sort of back and forth buzz on that one that it's good, not good. But look, Violent Night is still in the top 10. That's pretty awesome. And The Menu, two other spook fests. How did Violent Night do? Almost 50 million. I think probably by the time it heads out of the box office, it'll hit 50 mil. Is that, I hope that's good for them. Fablemans, though, yikes. Fablemans did not kill it at the box office, y'all. It's not even in a ton of theater screens. So, yeah. See, that's another one. If Spielberg pulls off a coup and just wins because he's Spielberg, I think I want to say the movie that made the lowest money and still won Best Picture, and I'm just going off of like a knee-jerk reaction here, was Hurt Locker. When Hurt Locker beat Avatar, right? Ex-wife against ex-husband, Cameron against Bigelow. I mean, people kind of had money on Avatar because he won for Titanic, and it was the biggest movie of all time. And then it went to this little movie called Hurt Locker, and she won the Best Director. And I think it only made 17 million at the box office. So virtually no one saw that movie. So when it won, people were like, what is this movie? So that could happen again. Like if the Fablemans wins, like not even with 13 million and it wins, I mean, I don't see it making more money. I don't think it's going to get to 17 million at all. Certainly by the time the Oscars rolls around. So if that thing wins, and it's a Spielberg movie, so not only would it be like the lowest money-making movie in Best Picture, but it would be his lowest making film for him to win. So that's interesting. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? You think the Fablemans, because it's Spielberg, will get it? Or personally, I think it should go to more what's the word I'm looking for? Movies that did it is kind of where I'm trying to get. The movies that did it at the box office, something like Everything Everywhere All at Once. It just kind of blew people away, caught you off guard. The Daniels, I thought, did a fantastic job keeping all that in your head. In my opinion, I think the Daniels should win Best Director. Personally, I still think it should also win Best Picture, or maybe give it Best Screenplay. Or if you just let the directors get that. Look, it's a pipe dream for me to say I'd love to see Top Gun win. But look, Top Gun did a lot of stuff a lot of films haven't. It put asses in the seats, and it's not a Marvel or a DC movie. It's not a superhero movie. And it's based on a franchise that no current like theater goer, like what is it, the hotspot of film goers that people target is like 18 to 29 or whatever that sort of hot demographic is. Top Gun is not that demographic, and yet it got It got all of it. It got so many demographics, and it's a great movie. So I'm not saying it should win because it did well for all demographics. I'm saying it did well as a film, and it should win. Like everything about the movie, like a movie doesn't have to be a tearjerker for you to give it Best Picture. It doesn't, because we get those all the time. We get those all the time. We never honor, since Lord of the Rings, a blockbuster, for blowing up the box office, giving audiences something to scream about. Performances are great. Tom is great. Miles Teller's great. Oh my God, Jennifer Connelly's fantastic. But, we'll see. We'll see. Will we? All right. So yeah, that is your top 10 at the box office for the weekend. Has anybody seen any of these? What about the menu? I have not checked that out yet. Like I said, now that I'm getting my screener things coming in, I'll be able to see stuff like Menu, Babylon, Whale, all that stuff is just going to start flooding at me. So I'm going to have a real movie fest. See, and again, that's the thing too. I think a lot of these aren't doing huge because people still aren't rushing out to the cinema to see movies on a more intimate scale. A Man Called Otto, the Whale, even Babylon. I mean, not that Babylon's an intimate movie because it's star-studded, but it's not like action-packed. It's not an action movie, a superhero movie, sci-fi movie. I mean, look, Violent Night is in the end going to do better than Babylon. Violent Night's got one awesome dude, David Harbour, John Leguizamo's in that too, and a good supporting cast. But it's about Santa kicking some ass, and it did better than Babylon, which is stacked with huge stars. So again, those don't mean it should get the award. Movies that perform well, that everyone enjoys. Anyway, get off that soapbox. All right, so that is that there. So I need to know if you guys have seen some of those. If you've seen The Whale or The Menu or Babylon. Weigh in, man. Weigh in. Let's have a chat. Tell me if I should see it, or like, don't waste your time. The, Fabelmans was a disappointment. I'll still see it because Spielberg's my favorite filmmaker, so I will get to that. Mira says, I would have loved to see you and take me through. Yeah, yes, thank you. It was fun. I actually broke my hand. I cut my hand open. The last week of the play, we went out, say that we did the plays like Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. We went out Sunday night, and we were at a bar, just, having a couple of drinks. And you know me, I gesture like this all the time, as you can see. And I gestured, and I tipped the glass, and it started falling off the table. And of course, I also have like reflexes, especially when I was young, and I grabbed it. But as I grabbed the glass, I shattered it against the side of the table because it already started falling down. And as it exploded, the glass went into my hand. And so, so for the last week of the play, I was almost done. I had these two fingers like taped up on a splint, and there was just no way to hide it. Like I couldn't like undo it and have it like non-splinty. So yeah, so for the last week of the play, I had a modern splint on my costume playing in period. It's kind of funny. Finland has no indie filmmakers? ? I would surmise they do. Maybe we haven't heard about them yet. Educate us, Merha. Do we have any good indie filmmakers coming out of Finland we can look into? I have acted in 0 plays, but man, they are so much fun to go see. Would love to get back to another one soon. Maybe this year. Take a trip to, do it. It's so fun. Every time I go back to the theater, even whether we have a theater nearby here, and my wife and we take our daughter as well. Like we saw like 3 or 4 plays at the local theater house here. It's like 99-seat theater, actually more than that. Then, we've seen, now that COVID has gotten away and Broadway's come back, Mean Girls is the first thing we've seen at the Pantages, which is our big Broadway theater here, since 2019, because it was just about to come in 2020, like that month, and it all shut down, and there's been nothing. You couldn't go there forever, for a long time. So now that it's all back open, I'm very hopeful to go see even more stuff there. The Lion King is coming next in, it's either February or March. My wife and I saw that when we first started dating. In fact, where is he? Here you go. Oh, sitting right here. I bought her this little lion. Check him out, y'all. Grr. Hang on, let's get rid of this. So yeah, can't believe we still have this. This is from 20 years ago, maybe 18 years ago. doesn't collect a lot, not a big collector, but once in a while I can tell like she enjoys something. So I want to get her something, even if she may not say she wants something. So this is her little Lion King dude, still in great shape, y'all. So he just sits right over here, man. So yeah, Lion King, great stage play. Technically a marvel to watch that thing. Fans of Something says, yeah, Tim, nothing like the theater. Gary says, starring in Barefoot in the Park was, oh, nice. I also directed and played Carlino in Wait Until Dark. Nice, man. You're getting the theater boy in me, like, super excited. I directed a play a few years back, yes, and got my MA in theater studies, and all of a sudden I stopped. Oh, but look, Mara, I get it. So I also directed a play. I directed Dracula. I keep forgetting about that. Not that I should, because it was fantastic. So it was performed in the basement of a church. So go figure that, right? Because this basement it had a stage there, and they rented it out. So we're like, hey, you cool if we do Dracula down in the basement? They're like, hell yeah, whoops. So yeah, we did Dracula down there, and the production looked great with this guy Kenny do our sets, and I not only did I direct the play, but I also ran sound, because I wanted this play to feel like almost like a movie. So literally, this is how like simple we had it. So we had 2 light boards. So the only thing you do was set up your next cue, and then up on the cue that was already going. So as soon as the scene that was happening, you're setting the levels for the next one, and then you do the crossfade, and it fades those down, and it fades the other one up. Or you just go to black and then fade up, but then it'll go to the next bank and light it up properly. And so, my OCD brain, man, I had like a book, and the book had all the settings and all the marks. So we never missed a light cue. And on the CD player, I would have rain sound effects, thunder. When Dracula gestures to the door, it would lock, and I had a little lock sound, and you have to time it. So right when I told the actor, don't just do that. Like, pick your hand up so I see it coming, and then just gently do the Dracula move, and then do the lock. I mean, all those sort of things made it feel like a movie. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. So that was so much fun. I wonder if I still have my Dracula poster. Maybe somewhere. I have no clue where it is though. Where was I? Let's see. Megan made 30 million on a 12 million budget in its first week. Yeah, that's a win. That's what I'm saying. So, for a non-IP horror movie, kudos, man. R&D Studios, Amira says, sure, there's no way to get a contract in theater without graduating from the theater university. There are 2 of those nowadays. I saw the original Swedish version of A Man Called Otto, a man called Ove. Did I get there? Is it O or is it Ove? Wondering if they changed it much. You'll have to let us know, because I think you'd be the only one that would know at this point. Saw a few weeks back. Gotcha. To Mirha from R&D. That is a rough system to try to break into. That is why I would grab a camera and some like-minded friends, just make an indie project, if that's my passion. Oh, dude, I was one of those kids too. Like, my dad, he's like, he knew where I was headed, and we were one of the first ones on the block to get a camcorder. And of course, he got it for the family. But as soon as he walked in, I'm like, give me that thing. I took it out of his hand. It's probably what Spielberg felt like, right? I mean, I compared myself at all to him, but that's that sort of passion. You see a camera, and who's the person in the family that's going to use it? That was me in the family. Nobody else ever, to my recollection, would just pick up the camera and start shooting anything. And I would just make the dumbest movies. Yeah. So the bug was always there. R&D, my passion, was more theater than movies, but whatever. I like what I do now. So good. Hey, love what you love, like what you like. It's all good, Mirha. Like me, I've sort of transitioned into just editing, but editing is fun. It allows me to have the skills to do stuff like this. And, Just, it's all still in your heart. It's all there. And that's what makes us love movies too. So even if we are out of it, it's not out of me. So that's why I still love movies. I love collecting movies. I love just looking at the movies. I put the lights on. I just stared at it like for a minute. It's like this the other day. I'm like, oh, now I can see my movies. I just stared at the collection. It's so stupid. But yeah, that's because, it's that love. Let's see. Randy says, January and February are always slow months for cinema after the holidays. Yep. Now, although we do have some killers coming out soon. I know we're getting Scream 6 and Shazam Fury of the Gods, all that good stuff. Sounds like you were Johnny Depping a bit. Was I? Like, in what way? I'm missing because there's so much about Johnny Depp, so I'm trying to figure out which thing I'm Johnny Depping. I don't drink like Johnny Depp, and I don't have a shitty ex-girlfriend, so it's not that part. Was I sort of talking a little bit like Jack Sparrow or something? Was I slurring myself? Nailed it. I don't know about indie films, but oh my gosh, here we go. But the Kaurismäki brothers are pretty famous. Aki Kaurismäki, the man without a past, was nominated for an Oscar. Sweet. Ooh. All right. I have to remember that. KB's here. What's up, my friend? Good morning, Huck. And the Mugsters. Yeah. And Mugs, that's going to stick, baby. That's good stuff. Going to the theater and off-Broadway is one of the things I miss about living in New York. It's one of the things you miss about it. So where do you live again, KB? If you live in New York, I mean, are you not in New York anymore? Ergo, that's what you miss. Because if you live there, I mean, you could just go, right? Sorry, I forget where I always forget like where everybody lives. But yeah, man. Yeah, do you have any local theater where you are though? Because sometimes that's fun too. Because we only have the one Broadway theater out here, so whatever's there, that is it. You only get one choice. Dracula, how cool. I directed and translated. We didn't get the rights for the old translation. Arsenic and Old Lace. Ooh, and had a gloomy set as well. Oh, nice. Someone's the sound man. That's awesome. Yeah, in fact, my buddy Eric, one of my best friends in the universe, man. We're the ones who did the film that I directed called, it's now called A Shot to the Heart, originally called Broken and Bleeding. He wrote, produced, and acted in that movie. And then he also came to me with Dracula, and he was phenomenal in it. So he also wrote it because he sort of had to, he got the rights to Dracula, and he adapted it for stage. And man, that guy's just so talented. Eric Cushing, if you're watching, man, you're one of the best, bro. Love you, man. Lance is here. Lance Jackson says, hello. I hope all is well. Subscribe to your channel today. Favorite movie of mine is Fat Albert and Good Burger, baby. Starring Kenan Thompson. And I like Shrek, and yours, mine, and ours, and Hotel for Hot Dogs. Some of those sound hilarious. I love that, Lance. See, this is what I love about movies. I love that your favorites are Fat Albert and Good Burger, because those are some funny comedies. Certainly, if you're at a certain age, that's your wheelhouse right there. That's killer, man. And I love that. So there's a movie called Hotel for Dog. I swear, I think I read that as Hotel for Hot Dogs, because that'd be hilarious too. Probably because I was reading Good Burgers and had food in my head. But yeah, Hotel for Dogs. I haven't seen that. Nice, man. Dig that. Oh, yeah. I also stage managed Cinderella. Fantastic. One night, the lead hit a deer on the way to rehearsal and was very upset. I told her, it's okay. Think of the headlines in tomorrow's paper. Cinderella hits Bambi. Oh, man, the things you have to shake off. Look, if you guys know, if you've never been to theater class or all that kind of stuff, they tell you whatever is going on in your life, you leave it at the door. And that can't be more true. Like, she hit a deer, man. But when she gets on that stage, you got to let that deer go, man. I don't care how traumatic it was. The show must go on. Let it go. I mean, unless it's something so traumatic you can't even go, and then, you're understudy, you just cancel. But if you're there and you're going on, flip the switch, baby. Ove, the Swedes pronounce it the O like it's U in poo. So it's so Uve. So Uve. Nice. Thanks for the explanation. That was perfect explanation, by the way. Everybody knows poo. Ooh, they love it. Johnny Depp. Oh, with my fingers. Johnny Depp. Yeah, he got a lot of his hands moving around. Yeah, I was depping, wasn't I? That's dabbing. This is depping. That's hilarious. Oh my God. No one's ever said that I'm depping with my fingers. That's very astute of you. Breaking them with glass. Yeah, not calling your wife Amber. Oh, that. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Johnny's broken quite a few glass. Oh, I see. The shattering of the glass with my hands. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading one at a time, and then I got to the breaking of the glass. Yeah. Johnny does like to break liquor glasses, doesn't he? I grew up in New York City. Live in Kansas City. That's right, Kansas City. Now they have a local theater. The kids touring companies, but have to wait. There's nothing like Broadway. Amen, brother. Amen. So yeah, you grew up in New York City. That must have been amazing. Have that kind of atmosphere surrounding you. Good stuff, man. KB, I get you. Would be awesome to get all those Broadway shows. So KB, you know, it's such a bummer, man. So last year, for the Christmas time, I took my wife and daughter to New York so we could see her sisters. They live out there. It was nice to see them. And while we were there, the whole thing was we're going to see at least one Broadway play. And so we booked one. And well, God, which one was it? Was it was one with Hugh Jackman, Music Man, I think it was. And it was all ready to go. Day of, cancel it. I'm like, so the phone pops up. Your show's canceled due to COVID. Thanks a lot, COVID. So like all of these things, they're just barely coming back online. Canceled. I'm like, you know, we were still masking up. This is when masks were still pretty mandated. And then so there was a show like a Cirque du Soleil type show that said, "Oh, we're up and running. Like, pick us. We're not closing," because it was that day, that night. So I'm like, great. It's 4 hours from now. Great. Bought the tickets. 2 hours later, I get a thing on my phone. Canceled due to COVID. I'm like, you mother. Oh, I mean, we got refunded for both of them, but any fun theater experience was out the door during that stay. It was kind of a miserable stay. I mean, it was fun. We made the best of it, but like we toured Times Square and we took the bus tours, you know, in both directions, and it's freezing. That was so cold. So it was like, you know, we're bundled up like this and gloves. So we did that, but we didn't get to experience any sort of theater goodness while we were there. So that was such a bummer. Just seen the Titanic is getting re-released in February 10th for the film's 20th anniversary. No way. The last time it got re-released was in 2012 for the 100th anniversary of the real sinking of the ship. Ooh, that's a pretty smart deal though, Goose, don't you think? Because Avatar is doing so well and Cameron's like back on top. I think that'll give that a nice, you know, I don't know how much more, but Avatar's re-release got what, 20, 28, 30, almost maybe more. Let's see. Is it still down here on the list? Probably not. It only goes up to number 41. But yeah, I was just seeing if Avatar was still out in re-release. Probably not. You don't want to conflict with it. But, you know, if I recall, it got around 30 million. So if that's any indication, maybe Titanic could get something similar in a re-release format. Excuse me. Everybody read Marehouse comment while I drink. But it's pretty cathartic. Yeah. Yeah, I was never one that was super method and all that, you know, if you're doing something heavy, you take the heavy home to your girlfriend or yourself or your dog or something like that. No, I could pretty much, once I was done with stage, it didn't come with me, and vice versa. Have you seen The Night to Remember? Not yet. She's saying that to Goose, and I have not either. I do have it up there, though, so I got to get on it. KB says, every holiday season, we would take the kids to see the Rockettes show. Oh, man, at Radio City Hall, and we would go to the Rockefeller Center and see the tree. We did get to see that, KB. The tree was there, so we got to turn around and look at the tree. We didn't get too close because it was pretty chaotic, but I mean, we were close enough, you know. Haven't seen it, but I know of it. Yes. If Avatar 2 makes it to 2 billion, Cameron will have 3 films in the top 5 of all time. That dude is just a cinematic genius. I mean, look, I'd say what you will, you know, if you're not a fan of Avatar, that's cool, but look at all the people that are, is all I'm saying. I mean, sometimes some people get on the soapbox. It's cool to hate something. I don't like those soapboxes. So if I just don't like it, I don't like it. Like I'll say, like I love everyone that loves the Vinegar Syndrome things, but I will admit they're not my thing. Avatar is my thing. I freaking loved it. We watched the original one night before. So we got all caught up with the characters. It's my daughter's first time watching it. She liked it. Very next day, we went out and saw it in 3D. It was spectacular, and we all liked it. Yes, they're a little long, but look, Cameron's going to give you your money's worth. Visually, stunning stuff all the time. Since Terminator on, we'll just sort of forget Piranha 2 is in that wheelhouse, right? Terminator on. Everything he puts on the screen and you look at, it's fantastic. It's so amazing. Like The Abyss. I love The Abyss as well. I know that's a slower film to most people, but I think there was the Cameron show last night on Mega Mike. Who is it talking about? Somebody was talking about the underwater scene. It might have been Pops. I forget exactly who, but the scene where, you know, it's been forever. So I'm just saying the scene where I'll just say the girl dies. So if you haven't, maybe you won't know which girl. The girl dies, and Ed Harris has to tow her back, and then like he's slapping her, and he's just, oh my god, that every single time I see that scene, it brings me to tears. It is so great. That's what acting is about, man. That Ed Harris, oh my god, like literally just got chills thinking of that scene. Because Ed Harris and the other cast is just standing around watching him. They're all sort of bawling because they feel like they just lost their friend because she can't hold her breath longer than Ed Harris. So it stood to reason that Ed had to be the one to, you know, tow her back. And oh, man, it's so good. I cannot wait. I want that on Blu-ray. We haven't even gotten that on Blu-ray. Avatar. I mean, The Abyss. I mean, what? That's like at least what's going on, Cameron? Chop, mister. You got all this money. Now give us something back. We've given you all this money. Now give us those movies, right? We gave you that. You give us those. That's what I'm saying. To KB, my ex-husband was from New York, and he used to miss Broadway and all that. Oh, Huck, I prefer Night to Remember to Cameron's Titanic. All right, I will check it out. I'll have to see it. And I dug Titanic too. Again, I know it's kind of hip to say Titanic sucks. I'm like, well, I mean, it doesn't. It's a great movie, but yeah, I do want to see A Night to Remember because I hear so much good stuff. So I bought it back at the last sale. But you like them both? Good. I hope to as well like them both. Ed Harris is way underrated. I know, man. That dude is the stuff. Ed Harris is great, y'all. He is great. All right, let's see. It's about 9:30. Guys, thank you. We've been killing it here. Let's see. Any last minute? I think we talked about what new releases coming out. Let's see. Oh, I will give a shout out real quick to my friend Michael Hubbard. If you're still out there, this guy has hooked me up. Hold on. Let's see. Where did I put it all? Oh, there it is. He's the one that gave me Elvis last week. So there you go, y'all. Elvis, baby. Where is... I wasn't ready for this, so I might have misplaced it. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I think I just misplaced it. But he sent me like all kinds of movies over the holidays, man, or the last couple of weeks. So, by the way, King Creole. So he sent me this, and I said, I'm going to watch this. Note to self, if you guys don't know, Elvis's King Creole was directed by the guy who directed Casablanca. Amazing. This thing is so good. It's in New Orleans, so it's from my hometown. Technically, Baton Rouge is my hometown, but I'm right there in New Orleans. And so just seeing New Orleans on here just brought back the feels. The look of it, they shot it in black and white. This is totally the time when they could have shot it in color because color was around. But because they were given that sort of noir look, that sort of like, they just wanted that black and white feel. It's fantastic. It's so good. And Elvis's performance is absolutely amazing. So since I showed this off last week or whatever it was when I got it, I want to let you know that I have seen it and highly recommend this movie. Elvis's performance is great. I'm not going to lie. It is really great. Not good, Great. And the good part about the music in this is that he performs at a club, and the club is called King Creole. And so when the songs come in, it's just him as the performer in the movie performing on stage. So it's not like they're just coming across, a clam bake on the beach and it was like, clam bake, gonna have a clam bake for no reason, like a musical would, because those can be kind of cheesy or whatever. So everything in this is organic, fantastic. Seriously, highly recommend Elvis and King Creole. God, he was so good. And then I just got a new Western to add to my collection, El Dorado, John Wayne and Robert Mitchum. So good. I may have showed this off last time, but no, I didn't actually. No, because this just came in. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. Anybody seen El Dorado yet? Any Western fans out there? Ken, did you see El Dorado? Because there you had the Western. I forget if that was one you saw during your Western month. So got to check that out. And what I don't have nearby for some strange reason is Elvis, the movie directed by John Carpenter, starring Kurt Russell as Elvis. So I got a lot of Elvis from Michael. John, I looked at John Wayne from Michael Hubbard. So thank you again, buddy. I'm spacing out. What's the other one? There was a fourth one. He sent me a fourth one. Oh, it's another Elvis movie. Is it sitting up there? Yeah, sorry, I don't know where it is. It's another Elvis movie. What's it called? Like I Love You or Love You Man? Not Love You Man. That's Paul Rudd movie. But it's another Elvis movie that he told me the performance in that is really good as well. So thank you, Michael Hubbard. Guys, if you are if you want to do that, that is so nice. Like I've anything I get from a subscriber makes me blessed. If anybody wants to do it, I am going to be setting up a P.O. box probably this week. So if anybody's interested, I will announce that once I get it all set up. Feel free to, if you want me to see something, if maybe I haven't seen it, it's like, this is one of your favorites. Like I've never seen Good Burger, actually. To my friend up top, I'm going to lose you. I know you're up there somewhere. So anybody got a copy of Good Burger laying around, I'd love to check that out. So I will be getting that. That's one of my New Year's resolutions for the channel, is to get the P.O. box going. Might even start a Patreon, because I know people like doing those, because I can do special things for Patreon members first. If you guys are interested in that, let me know, because I do have super thanks and super chats on my channel. So if you're ever inspired to support my channel, I do stuff like these lights back here with look at that, with the money that comes in, I buy stuff like that, change up the channel a little bit, keep it fresh, keep it coming. So yeah, if you want to, it's all appreciated. So thank you to everybody that has sent stuff in. If you've sent in super chats, thank you so much. And Michael, so I'll let y'all know when that P.O. box is ready to go. I've always wanted to visit New Orleans. Oh, it's so nice. It's so great. In fact, it's so funny because New Orleans is the setting. I'm going to just give a shout out to a Disney movie. New Orleans is the setting for Princess and the Frog. And that's a movie I never really gravitated towards right away. I was like, Princess and the Frog, I kind of know the story. But my daughter, God bless having a daughter, something about that came around. I don't know if it was just on Disney, the Disney Channel or something. Oh my God, mind blown. I totally misconsidered Princess and the Frog. It is my favorite Disney hand-drawn animated movie, hands down. The music is so jazzy and so great that I bought the soundtrack immediately, played it for my daughter and myself every time we're in the car. The music is fantastic. The animation is great. Tiana is an absolute doll of a princess. I just love her. In fact, that's Brooke's favorite princess. And when we went to Disney, it's so funny because when we were there, they have the princesses, in costume. And that day they had Ariel, Belle, and Tiana. And so, kids don't pull punches, right? I'm like, okay, Brooke, so go say hi to all of these princesses. And, Tiana's on the end. And she goes, no. All she wanted to say hi to was Tiana. And she just walked right past the other two and just right into the arms of Tiana. I'm like, I love that so much. I just love that was her favorite. So Princess and the Frog. If you've never seen it, man, check it out. Because for me, my favorite was Little Mermaid. That sort of brought me back into the Disneys. So I got my picture with Ariel. My wife loves Beauty and the Beast because it's Belle, and she thinks of herself as Belle because she's a reader and then like an academic, which is my wife. So we sort of all had our favorite princesses there that day, literally. So that was amazing. On a rant, Huck. Take it back. Reel it in. Elvis was actually a damn good actor. Blue Hawaii 4K is outstanding. Oh, see, Tim, this is what we got to do. Oh, I'm not going to tip our hats, but I mean, I'm loving. It's like last year, I started watching Hitchcock for the first time, and I've seen 16 Hitchcock films now. So I can definitely consider myself a fan and very familiar with his work. And I just got, did I get it in? If you guys want to see, I just got a haul in. If you want to see a live haul right here, just say, show it, Huck, show that haul. I'll do it. I could save it for a video later, but for my people right here, fresh and live, let's go. Thanks for the recommendation. I've got to check out that movie. Oh, loved it. I've only seen 2 or 3 Elvis's movies. Yeah, same here. Like I'm started getting into an Elvis groove now. I'm still here. You're welcome. Like, hey, buddy. Yeah, man. Loving you, man. That's also the name of the Elvis movie. So that'll be my next Elvis movie. El Dorado and Rio Bravo is a great double feature night. All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Is your player region? I don't have a region-free player yet, but believe me, I've started to get a couple of foreign import discs that will not play. So I got a couple of friends that already have one, so I may have to just consider getting one of those region-free players. Why, you want to send me something? Wink, wink. I see the little wink on there, Mara. Oh, by God, if I get one from you, I'll get the player. I will get it. Look, British Crumpet Man. Hello, British Crumpet Man. Hey, Huck, I'm really enjoying your content. If you ever come to the UK, you're welcome to share a show. Well, that sounds a little overly friendly, but by cracky, I appreciate the invite. Love it, British Crumpet Man. Mara says, because it is, I might send you. Well. All right. Good Burger is now streaming on Paramount Plus. There you go. I will check out Good Burger. Is it worth it? Has everybody seen Good Burger? I hear it is what it is, right? It's not, but other people have it. What up, Huckster? What's going on, man? How are you? 4K low down? Doing good, bro? We got to do another thing again, my friend. We have not collabed on a video in a while. We got to change that. New year, man. Let's do something. Let's do a stream. My favorite is Sleeping Beauty because I'm a sleeper. Nice. Let's see a preview of the haul. Look at that. R&D is already saying, let's do it. KB haul. Everybody's like, haul, show it. Let's see. Okay. All right. Show it. All right. Because you guys wanted it. Here it comes. Showtime. All right. So real quick, I will show you. These are some of the thrift store hauls. And I got to show you this one. This one's hilarious. I didn't make a video on this one yet. So look at this. So I'm just going to do a custom with my West Side Story. So this is West Side Story, but I'm keeping these Post-its on here. Look at this. I literally bought it because somebody put these Post-its on it and then didn't bother to take them off at the store. I'm like, you know what? For $1, I'm going to buy this. Here's what it says. Somebody's talking to the person who owns this. Kurt tells me you actually enjoyed the film. So I guess she loaned this out. Just don't forget who your favorite Maria is. So I'm guessing the owner of this is named Maria. And then continues with, not as good as me or Blaine, whoever that is. And of course, Kurt, who's the one in the previous one, but mostly me. But I can't deny a classic, Rachel Berry. So Rachel is the one who wrote these things. So then look under here. So, so this is, I'm trying to okay, who is that actress right there? I mean, unless it's actually Rachel Berry, which is kind of hilarious, but it literally looks like the actress from like Mean Girls that I saw over the weekend. But is that the one from Glee? But anyway, so yeah, so I mean, the movie's all here and great, but if I pull this out, she literally has taped her face or that face onto the girl. I thought that was so hilarious. I'm like, you know what? I gotta own this. I gotta own this sort of comedy, and I'm gonna leave that face on there because it's just it makes me laugh. It makes me smile. So yeah, I mean, sometimes you run across weird stuff like that. So there's that, and I've never seen the original West Side Story, but I really enjoyed Spielberg's version. Oh my God, go away! Oh yeah, I also picked up extras for $2. Look at that, still wrapped because at the last swap meet I got it for $1. So these are other thrift store. I do the thrift store stuff first. So I picked up Wanted because I've never seen that. Tim, if you're out there, Tim Talks Talkies. Here, let me finish the thrift ones first, and then I'm going to show off Tim's another inspiration that I bought from Tim. See, there's the other office. There's the other office. Hold on, you got digital copies falling out everywhere. Then I got this thing, Halloween. This is the first one with Jamie Lee Curtis. Look at that, for $5. I got the 4K Blu-ray and the digital code, and it worked. See, when I get these used, I don't offer those because if they suck and don't work, that's no good. So for $6, got Buffy the Vampire Slayer, y'all. And this is always sold out. Blu-ray online and stuff, so you have to go to eBay or whatever. But I finally got a Blu-ray of The Guest, which is a good movie. I don't have that big old honking set that everybody else has. All right, now here it is. Look, hang on, Elvis. There it is, baby. That's the Elvis movie that Michael got me, starring Kurt Russell. Excellent. Look at that. Look at that, baby. All right. So you guys are getting a fresh haul right here. Tim, during my Disaster Movie Month. Oh my God, I think I've just been talking too long. Disaster Movie Month. You had mentioned The Wave is a really great movie. And so I have now added The Wave, but it was a 2-pack for $2 more. So The Wave was like 12, and for like 15, I got The Wave and The Quake. I don't know if The Quake is as good or any good, but if it's kind of in that same vein, I do love good disaster movies. So thanks to you, Timbo, I picked up The Wave and The Quake. And of course, I finally got in all my Paramount Pluses that I ordered at $12.99. So I picked up another 48 hours. Look at that bad boy, all shiny and fresh. Snagged Flashdance. Finally have that on Blu-ray. And The Hitch. This is the main one I picked right away, To Catch a Thief. I am so excited to see this movie because I tell you, I'm a big Hitch fan now. And this one was not in any of the compilations, which is just sad. And this was the one that as soon as I saw it, I've said this on the channel before, never put something in your cart and then walk away and then come back an hour later thinking you're going to add something. If you want it, get it. So I didn't even notice other things were on sale. I just saw this one at $12.99. I put it in the cart and I hit buy because I did not want to lose out on $12.99 for Paramount Presents. And then once I could say, okay, breathe, Hook. Once that was over, then I could sort of look around for other $12.99s. And I noticed that the prices kept changing on the movies. All the Paramount Presents weren't $12.99 at the same time. I felt like it was bouncing around, picking and choosing the title during the day. So that's how I was able to get, these two. It'd have been nice to get a few more, but that was that. Oh, I forgot this thrift store one here. So I'm a big fan of Episodes with Matt LeBlanc, and I have seasons 1 through 3. Finally got 4 for $2. Digging that. And all right, so this one, let's see. Oh, here you go. So Groove, y'all. I realized that Groove no longer takes my code. For a while, you could keep milking that sign up 20 and get it. And I had been using it for a while, and then it just stopped using. But that's okay because the prices are still pretty low. Christmas is over, but I finally added my Christmas specials for next year. So once it rolls around, I'm going to crack out the 4Ks and the Blu-rays and check these out and see how they look in that format. And I picked up for $42 the second Monster Collection on 4K because I'm a super fan of these films. I'll never get rid of the big box set that's got the 30 films in it. But for all the originals being in 4K, I'm happy about that. All right. And I think, yeah. And of course, I did my swap meet haul. So if you want to see the swap meet stuff, you got to go see the swap meet. All right, now here it is. This is the one I haven't even opened yet. This is the one from Hamilton Book. I just hadn't gotten on Hamilton Book in a while. I like this thing. It's just they sort of surround the movies. There it is. Look, you can see the first one. First thing is King Kong. So this thing was always hovering around the $22 mark. I just don't think this film was worth $22. And then it was dropped down to 15 on Hamilton. So I'm like, all right, now I'll get it because I also do love loaded bonus features. This is a Scream Factory title. So digging that. And I've never seen this series. A lot of people talk good stuff about Freaks and Geeks. So it's on Blu-ray. I got the whole series on Blu-ray for, I think, about the same price, $15. So that was and then for $5, I don't have this movie in my collection. I would have gotten just the normal Blu-ray, but it's a steelbook. And I do like this actor, as you guys know, Jack Reacher. You got Jack Reacher on steelbook. Look at it. It's a decent steelbook, but really it was because it was $5 for this movie. And I do like the first one. I think the second one, I feel like he's phoning it in. I didn't like, what is it, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, or whatever it's called. It felt like Tom wasn't fully committed or gave a crap about that sequel. But I really enjoyed him in this one. So a new steelbook to the collection, y'all, for only $5. So there you go. You guys got the sneak peek, the live haul, just for you guys. Because I love you, man. You guys are showing up for the real deal. You must go region free, Huck. It's the only way to fly. All right. Let's see where we're going. He is British. He probably means rain with shower. Oh. All right. Let's see. Amen. Cool. Way. Sounds like Wayne's World. Way more, huh? Let's see, 3,000 Miles to Graceland with Kevin Costner. Yes, Azelle, he does it again, right? See that one. Is that on Blu-ray? Did that come out on Blu-ray and then get discontinued and I missed that one? Because that was fun too. I got to get everything where Kurt Russell does Elvis, which means you also have to get Christmas Chronicles, because there is a moment when Santa goes to jail and he starts rocking out with the cellmates. Watch that scene. He is 100% doing his Elvis impression. Awesome. Get it. When Masters of Cinema released Paper Moon on Blu-ray, that's when I went region free. There you go. There's always that one. Mama Blu-ray. Hey, girl. There it is. Welcome. Always love seeing your name here. Did Sue go out already today? Is she out there? Is she on the beaten path of the Blu-ray hunts? Mara says, Ricky Gervais, yay! Seeing him again in March. Oh, nice. Oh, like a live stand-up show. Have you seen Extras yet? Or the British? Oh, yeah. Well, The Office, I got both of those season 1 and 2 because I haven't really seen those. I have seen Extras. Absolutely love that. And I've seen a few of his stand-ups too, just on TV, and they're great. So, yeah. Yeah, I love Ricky. Ricky's awesome. You can check the codes if you log out of Movies Anywhere and then try the codes as it won't claim the movie until you sign in. Oh, that's brilliant, Ben. Okay. I will do that for future things. Good call. Oh, heck yeah. The Wave. Quake isn't as good, but still solid. Got to be one of the unluckiest families to be part of a tsunami in one movie and the earthquake in the sequel. Yeah. Did you see, what was that? There was a one with, not Portia. Oh, I'm gonna butcher it. It was a girl in King Kong. Naomi Watts and Ewan McGregor. They were in that tsunami movie. That was crazy. And I know that it wasn't called Tsunami, but that was a wicked movie. That was really good too. Really heartbreaking performances. But that was really good. Mara says, so how many Hitchcock movies have you seen now? Remember Strangers on Train? I've seen 16. Because that's what I have in my collection. Now I got 17, so that'll be that. And Strangers on Train isn't one of these, so I will have to find that. 15, 16, 17. I know I've seen 17 because Rebecca isn't in this collection. I have Rebecca on DVD that I found for $1, y'all, on the Criterion DVD of Rebecca at a thrift store. I'm like, done. And it was good. So I just sort of watch it in the bedroom because we just have sort of a Blu-ray, in the bedroom and a screen there. When you play DVDs on 4K TV. They're a little soft, so I try to do that in the other room. Hamilton book is so great. I know, man. I've been pumping that since like the first year I was doing my channel. I came across that. I was talking about it before people was talking about it. Nice haul. Thank you. Hamilton book and Groove are the best for deals. They are, Eddie. They are. I'm telling you, they are the things that people must go to. We talk about them all the time. Hamilton book and Groove are great. Because look, this monster set is like $20 more on Amazon. So get it, man. Go to Groove. And if you can get a code, like once in a while they'll do codes, you know, drop that on there too. Yep, Ricky is, oh, cool. He's coming to Helsinki. Nice. Yep, Sue's hunting. Nice. You know, what's she going to get? There's not a lot out there today. She's going to get the Jackie Chan or Groundhog Day. Impossible. Yes, Impossible is a tsunami movie. Thank you. The Impossible. That is it. All right. Well, my friends, I think we're going to wrap this up. We are at almost 10 o'clock. I don't think this may be the longest stream ever. You guys have kept me going for 2 hours. I'm absolutely flabbergasted that we went this long. Very, very cool. Yeah. So if you guys dug the show, please don't get on down there. What do we got? 26 watching. We're at 27. If any of you that are watching now haven't hit the like button and you enjoyed the show, it was like a nice little morning wake up if you're on this coast, or if it's maybe it's an afternoon lunch for you where you are now. Hit that like button, man. See if you can get me to 30 before I sign off, which is coming up in just a couple of minutes. Oh yeah, it's 28. Oh, you guys are gonna do it? Oh, you know I love my even fives. My daughter has the same issue in her head too. Like when we're in the car and we turn the radio on, if I turn the radio up and it goes to like 18, she goes, Dad. I'm like, I know, 20. Like, you got to go to 20. Or if you get to 21, she's like, Dad. I'm like, 25. You know, it's like, it's always got to be at those fives. There it is, 30. Oh, I got to sign off quick because you can hit 31. I'm going to go crazy. But my friends, thank you so much for all of you tuning in. You make my day. I hope you had a great time with this. I got tons of stuff coming. I'm going to get out there for you. I'll get that P.O. box going for you because you guys have asked for it. So thank you for that. If you guys want to send anything in, that's super cool. If you want to do super chats or super thanks, I thank you for those as well. Let me know if you're interested in me doing Patreon, even if you're checking this out on a replay. Hit me up in the comments below and go, do it, Patreon. Let's see what kind of stuff you'll give to Patreon people. And maybe I need to get merch going. Everybody's got hats, t-shirts, mugs, bracelets, you know, and all that good stuff. So, oh, come on now. Like I'm giving you everything I got. There it is, 30. Somebody took one off, man. It went to 28. Like, what's going on? So I'm looking at the thumbs up, y'all. It keeps going to 30, and then and you keep taking it off. Oh, you're breaking my heart. Just put it to 30 and leave it right there. See, I know you're at 29, just driving me crazy, right? All right, well, it'll get there at some point. So thank you all for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Hope you all have an awesome day out there. If you're out there Blu-ray hunting on Blues Day Tuesday, have a great hunt. Sue, if you're out there, love you, girl. Have a great hunt. Dave, Ken, everybody that's out hunting, have an awesome day. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Everybody, I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.